It is match day 3 in the UEFA Youth League campaign. Welcome to the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano as Real Madrid host Dortmund. Now let's take a check on the team news for you. 3 alterations to the Real Madrid side beaten on match day 2 in Lille, including a shift to a back 4. Hugo de Llanos, outstanding in the Youth League last season, is restored to the starting lineup today. Christian Pereira and Joan Mascaro also come in. Daniel Yanez has been the scoring star so far, having netted both Real Madrid's goals in the competition. Well, 3 changes too for Dortmund after their big win over Celtic on match day 2. William Rashidi starts at wing-back. Highly rated Italian Filippo Mane comes into central defence. There's also a start for American Mathis Albert. He is one of 2 15-year-olds in the lineup, alongside Moussa Kaba in midfield. He scored on match day 2. We are off and underway at a stadium named after a Real Madrid and UEFA club football legend. Perhaps there is a star of the future on the field today at the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano. The UEFA Youth League continues here. Early touch for Robin Lewandowski. Both teams know it's all about qualifying for the knockout phase of the competition at this point, the new revamp for the new season. And here is Jesus Fortea on the attack, straight away from fullback. Faced up by Nick Czerny. Real Madrid decided to keep possession. This is Victor Valdepeñas. Oscar Mesa very nearly losing possession, but Real Madrid so cultured on the ball, forward by Martin. Little back heel from Mane, maybe a little over casual. It's dropped here for Mascaro. Now Martin. This is Diego Aguado. You can see the intensity of both sides, and the Dortmund coach Mike Tulberg in the early stages. Both teams have been full of goals of late, and both have been very impressive in terms of their starts to the domestic seasons. Real Madrid have won 7 from 7 in their league competition, and Alvaro Arbeloa is the head coach. Had this role since 2022, a Real Madrid legend. 8 major titles in his playing career and 2 UEFA Champions League titles. Mane. Dropped down to Mascaro. Valdepeñas. Diego Aguado, who's played every minute in this season's competition alongside his fellow centre-half. That's a slip from him. Dortmund, meanwhile, are top of the under-19 Bundesliga so far this season. Heavy touch from Martin. Mike Tulberg is the head coach, a former striker who began his coaching career early due to enforced retirement in his playing days. Says that his team have got nothing to lose today. Away by Lizevski. Very good header into the path of Zonga. Valdepeñas, I think, the man who was penalised. There wasn't a great challenge initially from Diego Aguado. Mathis Albert, 15 years of age, winning the throw for Dortmund. He is as soon as a very special talent scored a wonder goal in the revered derby against Schalke at the weekend, which ended in a thrilling 3-3 draw, the only time that Dortmund have dropped points in the Bundesliga this season. Away by Martin. Be retrieved by Tyler Meiser. Well controlled initially by Czerny. This is Mane. Albert. A lovely little back heel by Hugo de Llanos, and an opportunity here for Oscar Missa. But Mane gets back at him. Philippe Mane plays his football in the Dortmund reserve team today, a former youth team captain. Very experienced in this competition. Diallo. Could be an interesting battle with Diego Aguado. Forward by Mascaro, but not to anyone in particular. Kiel Vertjen comes in with the interception. Vertjen, who has scored 2 goals across the course of the Youth League campaign for Dortmund so far this season. Nice touch back to him by Rashidi. Vertjen is tripped. Clumsy challenge from Mascaro from behind. To Mane. He's trying to go the aerial route towards Albert, headed away by Missa in the first instance. Good turn by Martin. Forward by Christian Pereira. Lovely rate on that pass for Jesus Fortea. Rashidi gets the interception. Albert is fouled again by Mascaro. Already an under-17 international for his country, the United States, and it's his Youth League debut today for Mathis Albert. Jonas Feddersen. Zonga couldn't hold on to the ball. Mascaro slipped at the vital moment. Dortmund, Lizevski a little risky with the ball out from the back. It was a good cushioned header by Rashidi under pressure. Back to Mane. Vertjen. Well, they will stick to their principles. And that is exactly what the UEFA Youth League is all about. Quality of football has generally been tremendous once again across the course of this season's competition. The new league format, 36 teams in the league table, all of whom will play 6 matches, so this is the halfway point of the campaign. Good touch by Martin. And Missa in a bit of space with time to deliver, and it's turned in. Hugo de Llanos is there again, keeping up his great scoring record in the UEFA Youth League. His first goal of this season's competition, and Real Madrid are off and running. 4 goals in 8 he managed last season, and he's off the mark for the new campaign. He just loves the UEFA Youth League. Great ball in by Oscar Missa, maybe a little bit too much time to deliver the cross, and Hugo de Llanos ghosting in. And Real Madrid made it look easy. Born and bred in Madrid, Hugo de Llanos. Second appearance in this season's competition for the 19-year-old. A very bright future. Here's Jesus Fortea. Excellent sliding challenge from Nick Czerny. How will Dortmund respond? Really, for them, it's the worst possible start. Yet to lose in this season's Youth League. They got a massive win against Celtic on match day 2 after salvaging a late draw against Brugge on match day 1. Well-timed challenge by Mesa. Victor Valdepeñas. A first real touch for goalkeeper Álvaro González. Jesus Fortea. Victor Valdepeñas with the initial ball to the halfway line, and now Mesa, as we've already seen, loves to get forward and can do to great effect. Oscar Mesa. Over the top and over the head of Martin. Cleared away by Feddersen. He wasn't sure who was coming behind him. He's been a constant vocal presence on the touchline so far, has Mike Tulberg. His team 1-0 down already, and it could get worse for them here. Good stop by the goalkeeper, Lizewski. Dortmund really struggling to get the ball away. It was Daniel Yanez who was denied. Having scored both goals in the Real Madrid campaign prior to today in the Youth League. Victor Valdepeñas. Back to goalkeeper González. Yanez was caught there, heavy challenge by Tyler Meiser. And is there going to be further punishment from the referee? It was very late. Yanez turning away from the much taller Dortmund man. This was the opportunity for Real Madrid's number 7 just a few moments ago. A simple stop in the end for Lizewski. Ethan Reguera towards Mascaro. This time the free kick goes Dortmund's way. Mathis centre ground. Certainly on balance, the Real Madrid team is a far more experienced one at this level than most of their Dortmund counterparts, at least. Mane is probably one of the exceptions. Away by Diego Aguado. Ethan Reguera gets to it. Back by Victor Valdepeñas to González. Oscar Mesa. Martin.
Ya se lo saben. Ah, me
Yanez, who is so quick on the turn, back to Christian Perea. Real Madrid just dominating possession at the moment. Dortmund cannot really get a foothold. Youth League winners once in 2020. Real Madrid not made the final before or since then. Four-time semi-finalists. Last time in 17-18. Lovely dummy by Hugo de Llanos, and he was expecting Johan Mascaro to get on the end of it. It could still work out here for Real Madrid. Jesus Fortea. He's squeezing it through to Hugo de Llanos. Diallo's touch, and he was fouled. Coming together between two players, and in fact, I think the free kick has gone Real Madrid's way. And Ousmane Diallo is going to be yellow carded, I think, when he gets to his feet. Holding his ankle. Both players have come off badly out of that 50-50, but it is booking for the 17-year-old. Diallo, who is a Spaniard, a Spain under-18 international, born in Las Palmas, and up against Spanish opposition today. First yellow card of the game. Daniel Yanez is standing over this. And is there a concern that maybe he can't continue? Mascaro has gone down in a separate incident, and I think Real Madrid are going to be forced into a change. Aimar Santiago is stripped and ready to come on, and Dortmund are going to use the opportunity for Mike Tulberg to put across some instructions. But Alvaro Arbeloa looks like he's going to have to make an early change here. A shame for Mascaro on just his second appearance in the UEFA Youth League. Good to see he's not moving too badly, but it looks like it could be maybe a hamstring or a calf problem. And here comes Aimar Santiago. Early enforced change after his goal to open the scoring. Good ball by Roberto Martin. Mesa with a good cross, and there was De Llanos. So Real Madrid making the change, but of course the approach will be the same. Deep towards Diego Aguado, and nobody was going to get on the end of that for Real Madrid. No further work, at least not for now, for Robin Lizevski. A disappointing delivery from Yanez. Good header by Mesa, who is winning his individual battle against the 15-year-old Mathis at the moment. There he is again. Aimar Santiago with good strength, his first real touches of the ball. Victor Valdepeñas. Alvaro Gonzalez has hardly had a touch so far. He's certainly not had a meaningful save to make. Been in the academy since the age of 8. Since under 8 level. Dortmund just trying to find a foothold in the game at the moment. Mane. After a spectacular Revere derby against Schalke at the weekend, they blew a 3-1 lead to end up drawing 3 apiece, ending their 100% start to the league season. Early ball from Feddersen. Looked for a moment like he might run for Zonga at the back post. Away by Roberto Martin. Cabot. Jonas Feddersen. Mane. Now Rashidi. Swedish under-19 international William Rashidi. Real Madrid at the moment, though, generally dominant all over the pitch. Omar Santiago, by Mesa. Martin couldn't wriggle away from Cabot. Certainly got the physical advantage. Czerny. Lovely footwork on the turn from Vertjen. Rashidi couldn't keep it in play. Good football from Dortmund, much better from Tulberg's team. On by Cabot. Right, drop here for Zonga. Tries to flick it through to Diallo. And 2 went down in the penalty area. And the free kick goes to Real Madrid. Vertjen was adamant that he was fouled there. Diallo in close attention as well. Didn't appear to be a great deal of contact. I think the referee has got that one right. Real encouragement, though, for Dortmund about the last couple of minutes or so. They seem to be pressing further up the pitch. Czerny nearly got it through to Vertjen this time, and that's a foul on Zonga. Easily the German club's best spell of the game so far. It's worth saying they haven't lost a game in 90 minutes since May, so their only defeat this season was in a penalty shootout to Leverkusen in the domestic cup competition. They are very hard to beat, this Dortmund team. Feddersen is one of those standing over the free kick with potentially the left-footed option. A long way out to try and beat Alvaro Gonzalez from here. And it is into the wall. And Czerny drew the foul and thought that he would take it. Good turn by Czerny. Excellent spell this for Dortmund. And now Vertjen. Able to get beyond Victor Valdepeñas. Yanez. Trying to turn away from Feddersen. Here is Oscar Mesa. Good touch away from Mathis, who had naivety in that challenge. Gave up so much space. Omar Santiago to the left. Back instead to Ethan Regrewa. Christian Perea. Such a steadying influence on the ball. And Christian Perea plays with the The calmness and poise of somebody much older. Mesa. Supported by Aymar Santiago. Ethan Reguera. Diego Aguado. Roberto Martin, good reverse ball, good idea. Just overhit. Lovely football from Real Madrid. You can certainly see the intent. It was an enterprising run on the underlap by Oscar Mesa. Just a bit too much weight on the pass towards him. Cabot trying to force his way through, but it's come back to Aymar Santiago. Lovely flick into the path of Yanez! And he can't find the target as Real Madrid look to double their advantage, and he looked to make it 3 from 3. He has been superb in the Youth League so far this season with his finishing. A flick from Hugo de Llanos into his path, and he couldn't beat the goalkeeper. He'll feel disappointed knowing his ability that he didn't test Lizevski, at the very least. Forward by Fedderson. Cleverly chested down by Diallo. But not a good ball behind Rashidi. This is Victor Valdepeñas. Diego Aguado. Away from Zonga. And finding Daniel Yanez. Jesus Fortea managing to win the free kick. Wrestled to the ground by Fedderson. Dortmund ready with substitutes warming up. A little bit of concern for Mike Tulberg and co maybe here. Again, the free kick is slightly overhit. Roberto Martin was closest to getting to it. Not one of the taller players on the field in any case, in terms of the aerial threat. Muscled by Mane. Vertian. Did well to get away with that. Cabot. Mathis. Mane. Miser. Fedderson goes long again. Zonga might get on the end of that. Good work by Christian Pereira. Real Madrid probably had enough back anyway with Victor Valdepeñas and Oscar Mesa, but nonetheless, Pereira did his job well. This is Fortea. All of Alvaro Gonzalez's work has been done with his feet so far. Good starting position from the goalkeeper, Lizevski. Very confident with the clearance. They got the tackle in, and then Diallo looks to the referee. Jesus Fortea on Feddersen, firm but fair. Nothing wrong with that challenge. Alvaro Arbeloa. He's been in this position before. A former player in Real Madrid's youth academy at the age of 18. Such a stellar career at both club and international level, Arbeloa. Oscar Mesa. Aymar Santiago. Martin. Feddersen with the miscue. It's dropped to Jesus Fortea. And Jesus Fortea goes for goal, and it's come off Lizevski and turned behind by Mane. Not sure how much he knew about it. A dazzling feat from Jesus Fortea, who seems to have the beating of Feddersen. It was the big defender's initial error, and he couldn't cope with the trickery of Jesus Fortea. Lizevski palmed it against Mane. Dortmund maybe a little fortunate, that could have gone anywhere. It's up towards Roberto Martin with the looping header to the roof of the net. I wonder what Mike Tulberg has made of the opening half an hour. His team have been on the back foot for the vast majority of it. They haven't really created any sort of clear-cut opportunity at the other end. Czerny to Feddersen. Isa looking long. It's over the top of Diallo. The referee, Damien Koch. Mesa. Aymar Santiago back to Roberto Martin. The flag has stayed down for Hugo de Llanos. Christian Pereira with the tackle, but it will spin through to Lizevski. I think wanted a little bit more to aim at. He was trying to start a quick attack, the goalkeeper. And now kept just 3 clean sheets in 10 matches in the UEFA Youth League, if you include today. Foul on Vertian by Ethan Reguera. Diallo taking on Diego Aguado. He's got past 2, but not beyond Ethan Reguera, who commits the foul. Dortmund want to take it quickly, and the referee won't allow that. The question is it from close enough range to go for goal? Good footwork from Diallo this time, and Ethan Reguera just stepped in front of him. And it's those two, Feddersen and Czerny again, standing over it. Alvaro Gonzalez has had nothing to do so far. This is the first moment that he's called into action in the game. Still a long way out, realistically. Cross from Feddersen, and well, that's really disappointing for Dortmund. Mane was never likely to get on the end of it. He remains untested. It's certainly not clicked in attack so far for Dortmund, though they have scored 41 goals in all competitions. Oh, and Real Madrid have given it away. Vetchen's touch was heavy. And they were lucky. So back to Ethan Reguera, and now Roberto Martin. Aymar Santiago. Mesa has continued his run, and he set up a goal in a similar position earlier on in the game. Diego Aguado. Christian Pereira. Waiting for the run of Jesus Fortea. That's a decent ball if Jesus Fortea can get to it, and maybe just a little too much on the lofted pass, but the understanding between the Real Madrid players is obvious. Jesus Fortea knew what was coming. Meiser. Zonga was never likely to be able to bring that down. It's sent skywards by Kaba. Czerny. Zonga to Vertjen. That's a good ball. And here is Rashidi on the overlap. Mathis among those in the middle. Rashidi with a decent cross and turned behind by Diego Aguado. It just needed somebody attacking the six-yard box for Dortmund. Very clever ball in the build-up here from Vertjen. Perfectly played for Rashidi to run onto. Maybe just needed a little more desire from Diallo and Mathis to get forward a little quicker. And nonetheless, Dortmund have the corner. Plenty of aerial ability in this Dortmund team. In by Nick Czerny. Away by Delanos. That's a lovely cross, and dealt with by Real Madrid back line. It was Victor Valdepeñas with a good clearing header. To Valdepeñas looking for Oscar Mesa. Cross comes Rashidi, and Mesa thought for a moment that he might have had the beating of him. Set up the goal is known to be good from set plays, but equally effective from open play when he does come forward. And there is a yellow card for one of the Dortmund assistant coaches. For one complaint too many. That is Daniel Rios, who has been yellow carded and has talked himself into real trouble. A little loss of composure on the benches for Dortmund. Lots of time for Alvaro Gonzalez. Foul on Yanez by Tyler Miser coming through the back of him. Roberto Martin. Skips away from Mathis. And Reguera. Victor Valdepeñas. Real Madrid moving the ball very nicely. Given away by Aymar Santiago though, Caba. Thundered downfield by Lizevski, away by Diego Aguado. Real Madrid so quick to win it back. Christian Pereira with a rare poor touch though. Here is Diallo. Diego Aguado did very well. Stepped across to win it back and then drew the foul. Aymar Santiago. This is Fortea. Real Madrid certainly content that they don't have to force the issue. They have the 1-0 advantage. They can keep the ball and keep the ball. General form this season has been outstanding. The only defeat of the season did come on match day 2 away at Lille. First defeat since March as it was. They've responded by winning 2 on the spin in the league coming into today. Aymar Santiago, Mesa, Martin. Pedersen with a nervy-looking mistake. On by Miser. Again, it's a hopeful ball more than anything else. Diego Aguado winning the battle with Diallo, and Real Madrid winning themselves another free kick. Again, it's Jesus Fortea who's been fouled in that right wing position. Again, every time he looks to turn beyond Pedersen, you feel he's got the beating of him. That was confirmation of the initial yellow card for Daniel Rios, who was then sent off. I saw him walking away down the tunnel, the assistant coach to Mike Tulberg, dismissed. Plenty forward here for Real Madrid, including both centre-halves. Is the ball going to go into the box from Yanez? Instead, he's looked to Mesa. Everybody has stayed forward here. This is Fortea. That's a clever reverse ball. Just waited for the run of Diego Aguado. Not a bad cross either. And Aymar Santiago denied by the goalkeeper. That's a good stop from Lizevski through a crowd. That is a foul by Vertian. On Fortea. What a good move from Real Madrid in the build-up. Jesus Fortea involved. And Diego Aguado standing it up. And then Aymar Santiago struck that well. Real venom behind it. The goalkeeper keeps Dortmund within a single goal. Mesa. Aymar Santiago has got into the game easily. Mesa's coming on. Here is Roberto Martin. It's just a slight lack of movement ahead of him there for one rare occasion in the match. Diallo winning it back off Fortea, nearly stumbling. Yanez and Fortea, and now Diego Aguado has to come across, and no free kick. Good to see the sportsmanship between the two young players. 2 added minutes at the end of the first half here at the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano, just outside the centre of Madrid itself, close to Madrid Barajas Airport. Mesa, the runners ahead of him, that hit Rashidi on its way through, and Caba got there first in front of Dolaños. By Mathis will drop to Ethan Reguera. On by Gonzalez. Retrieved by Aimar Santiago. Do Real Madrid want to try and create in the minute that remains, or they could easily, just as easily, keep possession for the rest of added time? Very composed display for the most part for Real Madrid as they look to get back to winning ways in this competition. The top 22 out of 36 in the league phase are into the knockouts. Here is Mesa. Dolaños in the middle, Aimar Santiago square. Aimar Santiago, an inadvertent flick that has kept the ball in his possession. Martin. Look at Gonzalez, almost playing like another outfield player. Diego Aguado, good interception by Caba. No foul by Meza on Yanez. Real Madrid deservedly lead at half-time. They've been much the better side, and much more creative going forward. Dortmund have really struggled to impose themselves on the game, in and out of possession. Daniel Yanez had a good chance to make it 2 after the opening goal was scored by Hugo Dolaños, the 5th goal in the last 2 seasons for him across the UEFA Youth League. Beautifully taken after a good ball in from Oscar Mesa. Real Madrid's substitute, Aimar Santiago, denied by goalkeeper Robin Lizevski. The likes of 15-year-old Mathis Alberts have struggled to impose themselves for Dortmund, who have seen their assistant coach, Daniel Rios, sent off for protests earlier. And Real Madrid comfortable at half-time. Real Madrid 1, Dortmund 0. The second half is off and underway here in Spain. Real Madrid looking for their second win of the UEFA Youth League campaign. Dortmund beginning unbeaten in their first 2 matches of the league phase, but comfortably second best so far, and that's why a triple change has been made. Elias Bencara, Samuele Inacio, and Thierry Fidja Tezmeta onto the field. Zonga, Mathis and Feddersen all coming off. Here is Czerny. One thing they have to do is keep the ball more effectively, Dortmund, and they've got to start looking like they can threaten the Real Madrid goal. Diallo. Real Madrid might feel they should be more than just 1-0 up. Inacio. First real touch for the 16-year-old off the bench. And Reguera did well, and Real Madrid have been winning the individual battles all over the field, really. Dominated the midfield area, looked far more threatening in attack, and goalkeeper Alvaro Gonzalez has not had a serious save to make. In fact, not had a a save of any sort, really, in the game. Just one defeat in 12 so far this season for Dortmund, and that was on penalties in the domestic cup. Real Madrid have won 8 of their 9 matches in all competitions, only losing on match day 2 of the Youth League. Is there to be a bit more intent about Dortmund in the second half? Jesus Forte. No foul by Vertian. The referee right to allow play to go on. Here is Ousmane Diallo. Blocked off by Diego Aguado. There does seem to be a greater purpose about Dortmund early in this second half. Can they finally create their first real opportunity of the game? Good work by Diallo. I think the referee did eventually change his mind, much to the relief of his man Diallo. I did see, in fairness to him, the referee, Damien Koch, that it is a corner. And Nick Cherney to take it. Lots of options to aim at in the middle. And the goalkeeper gets a touch on it. Looked like it was going to be cleared away at the near post by Delanos. Easy for Gonzalez in the end. Well, one back with industry by Kaba. Very nearly fell up the middle for Fidja Tezmeta. Here is Yanez towards Jesus Forte, and that was a challenge that was a risky one from Meiser, and he's yellow carded straight away. Full-blooded sliding tackle. Well, he got some of the ball, but it was a really forceful lunge and booked for that challenge. Certainly a greater vigour and intent about Dortmund in the second half, no question. Benkara, only half away by Ethan Reguerera. It's come to Christian Pereira. Now Jesus Forte. Now Victor Valdepeñas. Dortmund pressing with greater intent off the ball as well. Here is Oscar Mesa, though. Real Madrid will continue to be a potent attacking threat. Aimar Santiago beaten to it by Filippo Mane. Christian Pereira. Mane's challenge from behind on Mesa, and a throw given to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have got some great games to come in the Youth League as Mike Tulberg watches on. His assistant Daniel Rios sent off in the first half for dissent. Aimar Santiago. Victor Valdepeñas to goalkeeper Gonzalez, who is very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Jesus Forte. Yanez has made the run ahead of him, so too Hugo Delanos. He could be in here. Mane came across. Goalkeeper was a little in no man's land. Away by Rashidi. Mane's intervention there felt crucial because Zevski, the goalkeeper, had come a long way out. to Valdepeñas. That's a very impressive run from the defender, Hugo de Laños, and it came off his own man. Took all the sting out of the shot, easy for Lizevski. Good composure, Lizevski. Real Madrid with the 3 efforts on target. One good save in particular from Lizevski to deny Aimar Santiago. And nothing on target for Dortmund. Yanez, is he going to open up from here? Hugo de Laños is onside, is he? Yanez, as the flag does go up. Real Madrid's attack comes to an end. Good decision from the assistant referee. This, of course, is a rematch of the senior UEFA Champions League final at Wembley last season, classic final, and Real Madrid winning their 15th Men's Champions League. Dortmund, I think, here feel they should get the opportunity to take the free kick from further forward, and Mike Tulberg is making that point. On by Benkara, that's a good ball. Just a little too much on it for Czerny. There's certainly been as I say, a much greater vigour and intensity about Dortmund in this second period. Can they start to produce a little bit more refinement in their play in that final third and perhaps start to create? On by Gonzalez, away by Benkara. Mane forward. Headed by Fidgetes Mata, and Inacio able to keep it in play. Italy under 17 international Samuele Inacio. Yanez trying to spin. And Benkara. Feet too quick for the big defender. Great ball by Yanez. Lovely work in the first place. Mesa. He caught the eye of the Real Madrid supporters. Yanez again. Christian Pereira. One back by Caba. Here is Diego Aguado. A greater sense of jeopardy in the game at the moment. Foul by Czerny. Good work by Diego Aguado to draw the foul right in front of the assistant referee. This was the lovely shuffle from Daniel Yanez earlier. Aimar Santiago and Daniel Yanez over the ball. It'll be left to the left foot and easy for Lizevski. And Lizevski, Roberto Martin right in front of the referee. There's a sense that the game is becoming a little bit spikier as well. By Victor Valdepeñas, second Real Madrid goal. Would surely be enough to win the game for them. Jesus Forte is away from Meiser. Hugo de Laños. Easy gather for the captain and goalkeeper. Driven long by Filippo Mane over the head of Diallo. Tees Marta trying to chase it down. Christian Pereira. Back to Diego Aguado. He has it lively, Tees Meta. Foul by Czerny. Yanyev. Game is getting much more stretched. It's a poor ball by Yanyev, as he should do better. This is Forte. Lets out a roar of frustration, but nothing that he could do to keep that in. Yanyev. Ethan Reguera. It's the path of Aymar Santiago. Victor Valdepeñas. Valdepeñas again, or Valde is his nickname. Plays now for the Spain under-18 team and has scored 1 goal in 3 caps for that side. Good header by Meiser. Christian Pereira. Jesus Forte. Aymar Santiago. Real Madrid just having these spells in possession that really do stop the Dortmund momentum. And Dortmund had come out with plenty of energy in this second half, and they may yet win it back here through Vercin, who couldn't quite keep it in play. Real Madrid, though, with the ability just to pass, and change the tempo, change the pace of the game, give themselves a breather. Quarter-finalists in this competition, the UEFA Youth League last season, Real Madrid, they ended up losing to Milan on penalties after a 1-1 draw. They have a recent history in this competition of making great starts, but not quite able to replicate that in the knockouts since they won the trophy in 2020. Dortmund throw, and Dortmund readying another substitution shortly. Vercin limps up, and Rashidi waits to take the throw. Kiel Vercin, who has made 3 senior appearances for the Dortmund men's 11. All of those in the German Bundesliga. I think they want to make this change now to the German club. Diallo seems to be making his way towards the touchline. Not sure if there's any prior knowledge, but he is coming off, and it's Taichan Echebassi who is his replacement. Echebassi has been prolific of late in league competition, scored at the weekend in the Revier derby draw with Schalke in the under-19 Bundesliga. Dortmund have a comfortable lead over Schalke, who are the closest team to them in their section of the Bundesliga domestically. Another pause here for Rashidi. Oscar Mesa is down. Flicked by Czerny, and away by Diego Aguado. Forward by Mane, Oscar Mesa, fit and fighting again, header away by Benkara. So fascinatingly poised at the moment, this game. Such a slender lead for Real Madrid at only 1-0. Inacio. Good footwork by Echibasi, penalty! Well, they will have the opportunity now. The substitute who's just come on has won them a penalty kick. It was clever feet. And Diego Aguado came across. Didn't get to the ball, sent Echibasi to ground. And certainly Alvaro Gonzalez is going to be tested now. Nick Czerny standing over the ball. Played every minute in this season's UEFA Youth League so far. And for the Dortmund man, this an opportunity from 12 yards out to get what could be his first ever goal in the UEFA Youth League. Czerny, he's got it! And Dortmund are level. Delight for the shouting supporters, and almost out of nothing, the German team have got a foothold. Too much on the penalty for Czerny. The goalkeeper, I think, standing up to try and wait and see which way Czerny would go. Placed to perfection. Well, now we really do have a fascinating dynamic in this game. Real Madrid have looked very comfortable, but as I was saying a few moments ago, a 1-0 advantage is a potentially perilous one. They haven't been able to add to it. And Dortmund, as it stands, would keep their unbeaten record in this season's Youth League. Still, of course, plenty of time to go. And chasing this is the goalscorer Czerny. Away by Diego Aguado, who had not put a foot wrong in the game up until he was beaten by the skill and trickery of Echibasi. Much to ponder for Alvaro Arbeloa, who has in recent weeks been linked with the Castilla job at Real Madrid. Hugo de Laños is suddenly on the charge, and he's away from the defender. Yanez will go for it, and over the top. Another big opportunity for Daniel Yanez, who came into today with 2 goals in his first 2 Youth League appearances this season. De Laños was onside and he completely got the better of Mane. Yanez again cannot hit the target. Missed a couple of very presentable opportunities by his high finishing standards. Czerny, probably the most fascinating period of the game, this. Both teams believe they can go on and win it, and Dortmund with really renewed belief in this second half. They were lucky to go into half-time at only 1-0 down. But credit to them for the way that they've worked themselves into the match. Benkara, who has given them a greater balance in that defensive three. Intelligent ball forward towards Echebassi, but Victor Valdepeñas back to Gonzalez. Inacio. Through the legs of Diego Aguado. He feels he was caught, Inacio. First glance, there didn't appear to be any contact with the Real Madrid defender. Mane's put the ball out of play because, of course, if it is a head injury, important Inacio is tended to. It seemed that there was very little contact. Maybe there was a brush of the arm on the face of Inacio. Czerny just having to go over to the Dortmund touchline for a moment. 20 fouls in the game. Dortmund have committed 2 more than Real Madrid. Headed by Christian Pereira. On by Yanez. Shidi. Zevski, good clearance from the goalkeeper. Echebassi couldn't find Fidgetes Mata. Jesus Fortea could be in behind. Christian Pereira is square. Blocked off by Benkara. Given away by Inacio. Diego Aguado. Quickly to Jesus Fortea. There's a dived in unnecessarily. Jesus Fortea goes on. It's a lovely run. And a really important touch from Mane on that cross. Otherwise, Hugo de Laños was lurking. Not the best defending in the build-up from Dortmund, but an excellent glancing header away by the Italian Mane. Both centre-halves are forward for Real Madrid here, but that's a poor corner. Aimar Santiago with the delivery. You'd expect much better. 20 minutes to go, and Real Madrid have created that one big chance for Yanez, but other than that, haven't tested the goalkeeper in the second half. Aimar Santiago. Of course, substitutions are a possibility for Real Madrid. We may well see those shortly. It does look like there is activity on the home team's bench. Away by Mane. Fidgetes Meta jostling with Victor Valdepeñas. Great layoff to Vecin. Vecin playing it back to Rashidi. Dortmund win a corner. Much greater confidence about this Dortmund side now. You can see from the second half display why they have done so well this season in Europe and domestically. Changes afoot for either team here. Dortmund bring on Nico Adamczyk. And off goes Mane. And defender for defender, as the Italian is replaced by the Polish centre-half Adamczyk. Poland under-18 international. Real Madrid, I think, will make a change themselves in just a moment. Adamczyk has gone into the penalty area straight away. Czerny's corner, Benkara went near post and cover! Kept in by Meiser. Chances still on here maybe for Dortmund. Echibasi, that's a lovely ball. Goalkeeper flapped at it, and then it was hit by Czerny. And Real Madrid scramble it away. No great shape or level of calm to their defending there. Dortmund threatening twice in quick succession. Very impressively kept in by Meiser. Gonzalez not convincing the goalkeeper here. Czerny will get a chance to deliver again in towards Benkara. Oh, with so much jeopardy in the game. Alvaro Arbeloa is going to make a double substitution. Oscar Mesa and Hugo Bolaños, the goal scorer. So the man who scored the goal, the man who set it up, both now leaving the field. And Real Madrid is seeing fit to make this double substitution at a crucial moment in the course of the game. The time rapidly starting to run out. Liberto Navascuis, a left-sider, onto the field. And Diaz Pagonessa on for his Youth League debut today. Liberto Navascuis, who has played every game now in this season's Youth League. Diaz Pagonessa, as I say, a new entrant to this level of football. He's been very vocal, hasn't he, Mike Tulberg? Over 4 years he's had now as the Dortmund boss at this level. Victor Valdepeñas. Gonzalez. Diego Aguado. Yellow card out of the pocket of the referee. Diego Aguado's lost his boot in that challenge from Echibasi. It's a poor challenge. To be a yellow card for Echibasi. Benkara. Physios are going to be drafted in here to just check on Diego Aguado. It was a poor challenge on him. Confirmation of Echibasi's yellow card. I think Benkara may have been booked as well, possibly for something that he said. If that was the case, he would miss the next match. Dortmund, who have to play Sturm Graz of Austria in their next Youth League match, then away at Dinamo Zagreb before finishing it home to Barcelona. For Real Madrid, a couple of great games to come at home to Milan, away at Liverpool, those classic European fixtures, and away at Atalanta to finish the league section. The top 22 teams out of 36 go into the knockout phase. It's a great new format for this season's UEFA Youth League, and near enough mirrors what's happening in the UEFA Champions League this season. And this is the 11th edition of the tournament. The current holders are Olympiacos. Adamczyk with a couple of strong challenges. Liberto Navascues kept the ball in play initially for Real Madrid. Yanez was caught this time, and Benkara with the late challenge. It's been a physical game, in this second half in particular. Can be delivered by Yanez, only half away. Roberto Martin slipped at the vital moment. Allowed Benkara to come across just as he was about to deliver what could have been a dangerous ball in. Captain. In fairness to Dortmund, they've largely protected Lizevski impressively in this second half, forward by Meiser. Ignacio down, was caught by Victor Valdepeñas. Chasing is Chibasi. Victor Valdepeñas just enough on the back header to get it through to Gonzalez. Well, one back by Cabot. Czerny. Real belief now about Dortmund. Czerny is bursting through, and he just lost his footing. I don't think there was a foul. I think the referee's got it spot on again. Czerny just stumbled. It was an amazing run. And now here come Real Madrid. Diaz Pagonesa and Christian Pereira making a run into the middle. Here is Jesus Fortea. Here is Daniel Yanez. Is it third time lucky? Good save. Yanez with the third opportunity he's had in the game, and this time denied by Lizevski. Brilliant finish in prospect to this one. Game feels like it is really opening up now. And the goalkeeper, smart save at his near post. And he's suffering from a touch of cramp here is Yanez. Dortmund will have the corner to defend. Aimar Santiago. Yanez straight back into the action. Aimar Santiago, a little lucky that it ricocheted away from Ignacio. And it is possessed by Chibasi. Dortmund on the counter. Chibasi beyond Ethan Reguera, sliding in. Diego Aguado. Well, the robust nature of some of these challenges certainly feels like the intensity's gone up in this second half. Diaz Pagonesa. There have been some very strong sliding challenges. Lovely turn from the 17-year-old. And 15-year-old Moussa Cabot comes across. Ignacio's gone down. The play goes on here. And Fidja Teismeta is brought down, and another yellow card out of the pocket of the referee. I think there might be two in quick succession here, maybe. One for the earlier challenge, we'll see. But he's suddenly got a lot to deal with here, the referee, Damien Koch. It was a clear foul by Diego Aguado. Getting lively on the benches too. I think that's the only yellow card to have arisen out of that particular passage of play. But The referee has had a lot to deal with in this second half. It means a lot, this, to both teams. In by Czerny. Benkara was up there. Cabra, is he going to let it drift behind? He is. Dortmund have got a corner. Another chance come for them to win the game late on here. On the outskirts of Madrid. Inacio. Dangerous cross to the back post and wide from Benkara. I don't think Real Madrid were anticipating the short corner, and Benkara, one of the obvious targets, left unmarked. Out comes Lizevski. Good goalkeeping. Liza loses out. Christian Pereira. Seen him on the ball as much in the second half. Foul by Inacio. Aymar Santiago and Yanez over the ball. Lovely weight on that delivery and turn wide by Roberto Martin. It's a big chance at the back post. He got the wrong side of his marker, who was Rashidi, and Roberto Martin, the captain, should have scored, or at the very least hit the target. They will feel over the course of the game they've had the chances, Real Madrid. A double change for Real Madrid. Paul Rivera coming onto the field. Roberto Martin, one of those players coming off late on here. Yanez is also being substituted, maybe a touch of cramp. It's just not been his day in front of goal. Gascon Beobide on alongside Paul Rivera. And for both players coming on, it is a landmark moment, both making their debut in the UEFA Youth League. Of course, so much of this wonderful competition is about development of players as well. Paul Rivera. The first couple of touches away by Adamczyk. Diaz and Pagonessa winning Real Madrid a throw, but there's a problem. I think it's Moussa Kaba who has gone down here for Dortmund. As Alvaro Arbeloa watches on. A little disappointing, I'm sure, for him if his side don't go on to win the game today. Both teams have used all of their 5 substitutes. Dortmund hoping it might just be a little bit of cramp here for Kaba. Mike Tulberg has said before the game that his side were underdogs. This was the moment that got them back level. Echibasi tripped by Diego Aguado, and what a good penalty from Nick Czerny to make it 1-1. Delight for Dortmund, who would only have one victory in the competition so far, but would certainly remain unbeaten. He actually said, Mike Tulberg, that at least 7 points will be required to make the next stage. This is a worrying sight, though. Cabot, they've called for the stretcher. Now Dortmund are going to have to finish the game in a situation where they only have 10 players. That was the opening goal a long time ago, it feels like now, in the first half. Cabot is stretchered off, and I do hope, as we all do, that that injury is not a particularly serious one, but of course always worrying when you see the stretcher employed. And so Dortmund will be a player light for the remaining minutes, as Cabot continues to be treated. Good to see that he's sitting up okay. Can Real Madrid take advantage? Early ball in towards Aimar Santiago and cleared away by Vertjen. Here is Diego Aguado. Is there to be a late winner? If it does come, it feels more likely for the home team. That's going to reach Liberto Navascuez, and he might be in behind here. Good save by the goalkeeper, and Fortea couldn't get to the rebound. It just won't go in for Real Madrid. Good stop by Lizevski. Not for the first time today. Who got the vital touch? Paul Rivera did on his Youth League debut. Ethan Reguera, Liberto Navascuez. Good run from the substitute Gascon. Cross well handled by Lizevski, who has had an excellent game. Goalkeeper and captain, Polish youth international with a bright future. Not so many of the players out on the grass today. And I think Dortmund's intent, understandable, with only a limited number of players on the field. In fact, I think, have they sent Kaba back on? As it goes back to the goalkeeper, Kaba is back on. Almost playing furthest forward now. For the final few moments, he's moving a little gingerly as Kaba in the centre circle at the moment, but at least they will have their full complement of players for the final 5 minutes of added time. On by Benkara. Dortmund just happy to survive in the game now. They get themselves a point if they can do so. Victor Valdepeñas. Diego Aguado. Christian Pereira. Is there one last chance left in it, maybe, for Real Madrid here? Christian Pereira was caught. Victor Valdepeñas. Going towards Fortea. Aimar Santiago. And Christian Pereira. Lovely football, Liberto Navascuez. And that's certainly what he wasn't intending. Angle was tough to beat the goalkeeper from there. Now Lizevski have an issue.
A la 3 con el mismo tren.
Alvaro Arbeloa, I think, making the point about time more than anything else to the fourth official, and I'm sure Real Madrid will get added time on added time. Mike Tulberg, his team have worked so hard in the game. And the goalkeeper needs some treatment, of course. Can't make any more substitutions here, Dortmund. Well, can he carry on here, Lizevski? Plenty of added time still to go. 90 seconds officially, and of course it is a minimum of 5 minutes added. And more to come. Czerny, that high ball. Meiser. Jesus Fortea, foul by Meiser. Ignacio Gascon, back to Liberto Navascuez, under pressure, and Ignacio on the burst for Dortmund. Nobody else really up with him. He's gone down, no penalty given. That will be a yellow card, possibly, or will it? Doesn't seem to have the yellow card, the referee. I'm sure he was intent to book Ignacio for dissent. Doesn't seem to have the yellow card. Or didn't at that moment. Made by Benkara. Christian Pereira, we now are into added time on added time, and a Real Madrid free kick. Well, it has become, as I say, quite spiky in this second half between the two teams. No doubt about that. Liberto Navascuez will send it long for Real Madrid, won by Paul Rivera, away by Benkara. Still time, but not with a cross like that from Ivan Reguera. That might just about be that. Victor Valdepeñas Under pressure from Inacio. Dortmund might have an opportunity here. It's Kaba and Echibasi! Dortmund have done it! With maybe the last kick! And just look at what it means! Well, this is UEFA League drama. Youth League drama at its very best. Echibasi, the substitute, has scored the goal off the bench. His first ever in the Youth League to surely win it for Dortmund. What a finish, and is there enough time even for Real Madrid to kick the game off again? Jesus Forte was up there. Everybody forward at this point for Real Madrid. Christian Pereira. Away by Meiser. Not quite over yet. Some of the Dortmund ranks thought the game was done. Here comes Lizevski. And that'll be a Dortmund free kick. And Dortmund have done it! What an amazing victory!